This past week, CNN released a treasure trove of text messages that had been sent to Mark Meadows, then Donald Trump's chief of staff, not just, by the way, on January 6th, but during the actual Capitol riot. And what we learned from these text messages is that everyone on the Republican side, from your moderate Republicans all the way to your extreme MAGA hat wearing Trump lovers, all of them were not only terrified about what they were watching, but they demanded that Donald Trump do something to stop it. And yes, that even includes people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who texted Meadows at 2:28 p.m. saying, "Mark, I was just told there's an active shooter on the first floor of the Capitol. Please tell the president to calm people. This isn't the way to solve anything." And of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene is the one who now says that these people, who she was clearly terrified of that day, that they're being held as political prisoners, and it's just so unfair what's happening to them. But that wasn't even the most interesting text message that Mark Meadows received that day. Now, in my book, I think the most interesting one is from Donald Trump Jr. himself. At 2:53 p.m. during the Capitol riot, Donald Trump Jr. sent a text message to Mark Meadows that said, and I quote, "He's got to condemn this shit ASAP." He also spelled condemn wrong, for the record. He's got to condemn this shit ASAP. Now, I don't know about you, but when I want to talk to my father, when I want to tell my father something, do you know what I do? I don't text somebody else. I will text him or call him. You know, if it's urgent, I'll call. So why was Junior not calling or texting his daddy? He knows his dad always has his phone on him at all times, no matter what. Are you that afraid of your father, Junior? That afraid to tell him that he needs to do something? How would he have reacted if his firstborn child had called him and said, "Dad, you have to do something. Dad, you have to condemn this"? How toxic is that relationship between Donald and Donald Jr. that kid didn't even feel safe enough to text or call his own father? That is pathetic. That is very telling to me about that relationship. So again, in my book, that's why that's the most interesting one. You should have just called your daddy and said, "Daddy, you got to do something. It's scaring me. Everybody's terrified." But you didn't. You texted Mark Meadows and put it on him to do it because you were too cowardly to talk to your dad yourself. There's more text messages, though, that have been revealed, and I'm going to read some of them right here. POTUS needs to calm this shit down, according to Republican Representative Jeff Duncan of South Carolina at 3:04 p.m. Tell them to go home, Reince Priebus texted at 3:09 p.m. POTUS should go on the air. Diffuse this. Extremely important, said Tom Price, former Trump Health and Human Services Secretary, at 3:13 p.m. Fix this now, said GOP Representative Chip Roy at 3:15. Laura Ingraham at 2:32 said, "Hey, Mark, the president needs to tell people in the Capitol to go home. This is hurting all of us." At 2:44 p.m., he got a text from Representative Barry Loudermilk of Georgia, who said, "It's really bad up here on the Hill." So what did Trump do in response to all of this? Well, at 2:24, before any of the text messages started coming in, Donald Trump tweeted this. Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution, giving states a chance to certify a corrected set of facts, not the fraudulent or inaccurate ones which they were asked to previously certify. USA demands truth. While people were storming the building. He was on Twitter attacking the Vice President of the United States for not breaking the law and overturning the election results. His kids were terrified because we also, of course, have reports that Ivanka Trump had been texting Meadows, wanting her dad to calm down. Now we've got the text message from Trump Jr., Marjorie Taylor Greene, of course, who tries to say that the Capitol rioters were good, wholesome people, was terrified of them. Loudermilk, same thing. All these other Republicans that have downplayed the events of January 6th behind the scenes on the day while it happened, they knew how severe it was. And Trump was out there tweeting out attacks on his own vice president. This is today's Republican Party. And of course, let's not forget, just a couple days, we've got those primetime hearings from the January 6th committee. And if these text messages, if this is what the media has, I can promise you, the committee itself is going to give us much, much more juicier tidbits of information from that day. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.